Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Let's Play NBA 2K18. Vorletztes Spiel vor den Playoffs. Wir befinden uns im Saisonfinale und im Anbetracht, dass die Playoffs jetzt bald losgehen, nochmal der Hinweis: Sobald die Playoffs starten, ändert sich der Sendeplatz unserer Let's Play NBA 2K18 Playlist. Dies kommt noch nicht mehr täglich um 18 Uhr, sondern nur noch mittwochs und samstags um 20 Uhr, also zu Primetime. Zweimal die Woche gibt es dann Playoff-Action für euch. Jetzt geht's gegen die New Orleans Pelicans. Und da wünsche ich euch ganz viel Spaß bei der ersten Hälfte.
Time to check out the rest. So when did you know that you wanted to be an NBA player?
A feeling when I was in fourth grade after I left the NBA Finals game. The NBA was definitely a hefty goal, but I worked every single day in order to get there.
So you also in high school and in college played with some guys who are now in the NBA.
A lot of guys. A lot of guys I played against or I've seen play. You know, it's been awesome. You get to see how everyone interacts with one another as we get older, how we all mature, and then obviously where our careers go.
Are there any guys that you played with maybe in high school or college who have a very similar style of game that they used to before?
I think Michael Kidd Gilchrist, who I went to high school with, just an energy guy, able to get you points, able to do all the little things in order to help your team win. He's the same guy. So seeing how his career is progressing is just awesome.
Which NBA?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Thanks for joining us. The NBA on 2K Sports, rolling right along. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. The regular season starting to wind down. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for the Pelicans, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. Really powering through this last leg of the season, Shaq, this late in the game, are there any final adjustments that the top teams can make before the playoffs start?
Yeah, you got to polish up your rotations. And if the guys absolutely need rest, give it to them, Ernie. Take a nap like this.
Take a nap.
He's really sleeping.
I see.
He's really
As
sleeping.
long as he doesn't snore, he
He is really legitimately sleeping.
It's
He
amazing.
mentioned it, fell asleep, just like that.
He's got, everyone has a different mental state,
Yeah.
as Shaq just showed. And for the playoffs, you have to have a really good one. And there's a lot of sleeper teams in the playoffs still left. And I have a sleeping bunch here. Back to you, Kevin. I'm kind of tired, too.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The Pelicans are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Some confidence here for the New Orleans Pelicans with the win in their last matchup against the Clippers. They've got the edge, 2 wins in 3 games against this team, going for number 3 here.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on, and in part it was because of their rebounding.
Let's quickly get a pregame update from David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Alvin Gentry.
Well, Kevin, he said defensively their main priority is going to be preventing points in the paint. He told me we can't let them get comfortable inside. That's what'll hurt us. He wants them playing a very physical brand of D down low. We'll see if they got the message. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Smitty, 2 explosive teams as far as athletic ability, and that's always fun to watch.
It is. It's also fun to watch the guys get out of the way. They don't want to get dunked on. The highlight reel. You can see the guys are saying, hey, I don't want to be on a highlight reel.
No
so
poster,
I'm
man.
like I got my man. I'm going to hug my man and say I didn't see it coming.
Yeah. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Hill and Davis are the forwards. Jordan Crawford out there with Holiday, and it's Cousins in at the center, locking down the middle. And Holiday kicks to Cousins. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Holiday attacking, loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Outside, Davis. It's Crawford with the drive over Rivers. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
No surprise, in a battle of wheels down low, the big man comes away with it.
Crawford against Rivers. Crawford passes to Davis. The kick out to Hill. A 3-pointer off the mark.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
Pass to DJ. He dishes it to Griffin. Passes it to DJ. Hits the 3-point bomb. DJ's got 6.
The hand in his face did not bother him. DJ does a good job of maintaining concentration.
Now Holiday. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State. Screen by Cousins. Kicks it out to Crawford. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. Second chance shot in deep. Davis drops it in.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
The shot misses. The Pelicans trail. Crawford kicks to Cousins. Here's Davis. Jordan with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
Second shot opportunity, and Griffin with the layup.
He does a nice job of being very, very physical on the offensive glass. Nice job by Blake, catching it and putting it back.
Here's Davis. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Got that one up quick. And that's now 9 points for DJ.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Holiday dishes to Crawford. Feeds it to Cousins. Back to Crawford. Davis sets a screen. Stolen by Rivers. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. It's good. Rivers has got his second basket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Now here is Holiday. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Hill. And the Pelicans miss again. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 15-6 run. It's stolen by Hill. Outside Holiday. Crawford, no one around him. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Hey, Greg, when you look at all the dunks that DeAndre Jordan has on his resume, it's pretty impressive.
And Jordan, I feel, is even underrated with his dunking ability. Very agile. You can see that in warm-ups as well as the dunk contest. His unmatched power when attacking the rim, really unprecedented. He may be the best athlete in the league.
Now Davis, following the three-point attempt by DJ. They get the rebound. Cousins, and Jordan sends it back.
Can't be careless with DeAndre is around. He slaps shots back with some real authority.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Now here's Crawford. 17 points in his last outing. And Hill has it in the corner. Screen by Cousins. Just 5 to shoot. Layup off the pick. And it's good on the way in.
And not a fun assignment trying to contain Cousins inside.
DJ kicks to Gallinari. The feed to Griffin. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Cousins with a screen on Gallinari. Hill kicks to Cousins. It's back to Hill. In the corner, it's Crawford. Lets it fly. Gets to the corner and buries it. Crawford's got 5 points so far.
Not sure who designed that play, but he makes it count.
Dishes it to DJ. Gallinari passes to Griffin. Over Davis. Griffin's shot is off.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
Here's Holiday. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And we all know Blake Griffin, Steve, is a scoring forward, but he has a very well-rounded game. Besides being an excellent ball handler, he is also one of the best passing bigs in the NBA.
I agree. He's done a nice job of improving in that area. Being able to pass out of the post, pass off the dribble, has a great sense of timing, and could put a pass exactly where he wants.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off.
Griffin doesn't do it as often anymore, but he is still one of the top dunkers in the league. He just rises up and finishes with a lot of power. There was a time when he was good for a poster dunk every game.
Williams, he's checked in for Los Angeles. New Orleans also making some changes. Tony Allen's checked in for Solomon Hill. Etuan Moore comes in for Jordan Crawford. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Drew Holiday. And he sinks the second. And Steve Griffin's still a fantastic dunker, as you said, but it's something he's done less and less as he's grown as a player.
Yeah, you think of him, and you will, as one of the best dunkers of all time, but he's not really doing that a lot anymore. It's better for his game long-term to switch off trying to slam it home every time and just play the game at a great level.
Here's Williams. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Allen. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The dish to Gallinari. DJ kicks to Griffin. The good-looking shot from the wing. Griffin's got 7. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the Golden State Warriors.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
Well, you have to have an aggressive mindset, and you have to try to disrupt their rhythm.
Here's Cousins. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. It's stolen by Rondo. Got a piece of it. Cousins with a screen for Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Rondo. He's got 6.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Didn't think that was going to go in. 12 points for DJ.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Cousins with a screen for Rondo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rondo's got his first 2 points of the night.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
A nice shot by Jordan.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
But it's not just the size, it's the natural feel for the mid-range game. Not everyone has it.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Gallinari outside. Fires the 3. And it's DJ missing. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Allen kicks to Cousins. Pass to Davis. Over Griffin. And Davis can't get it to go. The Clippers in the lead. Williams with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. The wing 3 is no good there from DJ.
He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
Rondo can't get it to go. And Los Angeles guys shooting 56% in this first quarter.
Griffin had a chance to score that one, but he saw a teammate wide open, so he kicked it to him for a nice one.
Pelicans trail by 3. Now here's Rondo. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. The game now all-time. Allen's got his second bucket tonight.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Kicks to DJ. Jordan sets the pick for Williams. And it's DJ missing.
A blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Now here's Rondo. Down low. Unloads from 9. The Clippers grab the miss. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Gallinari. Doesn't go for him. And New Orleans will come the other way. To the inside. Rondo's shot is good. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
I really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Here's Griffin. And Davis sends it back. Outside Rondo. And there's the pass to Davis. Nobody near Allen. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. Allen's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
They need this. And it's DJ missing.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
Outside Rondo. Back to Cousins. He feeds it to Moore. Right block shot, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And just building on to the lead, extending it, trying their best to put this one away.
You sense the game has a number of ways it can go. All you can do is your very best at that moment.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's been the guy making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We come back right after this. The second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Yeah, I mean, so many of their points coming in the paint that they're running the offense all the way through.
And you know their coach likes it. Working for high percentage looks and converting them.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. We've got Alexis Ajinça. Tony Allen is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Clark in at the 2 spot.
Yeah, and the Pelicans, after making the playoffs in 2015, had some high expectations with superstar Anthony Davis, but last year was a bit of a disappointment, and it forced them to kind of pull the trigger and go out and land DeMarcus Cousins. So their fortunes now, I think, are going to be held by those two anchors on the front line.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Pelicans do have their challenges, but Anthony Davis remains committed to winning in New Orleans. He said, "I love it here. I don't plan on leaving. Yes, I fit into that old school category where I want to try to win where I start my career. That's always been a goal of mine. My goal is to bring a championship here." Kevin?
And David, loyalty does go a long way. Davis is a perfect guy to build your team around. He wants to win. Greg, what would you say is the key for the Pelicans to get back in the playoff mix?
There's several. I think rebounding was a big problem. The trade for Cousins should help in that area, and every team needs more shooting. But I think in particular, this group does. And then first and foremost, look, you got to stay healthy. Hard to figure out what you have when you never get a chance to see it.
Steve, so let me ask you this. Do players consciously think about, I need a couple free throws, I need a couple of layups, I got to get a couple of shots per quarter? I mean, do they try to plot and plan an individual quarter like that and how they're going to score in different ways?
You're totally right, Kevin. The reason why is because as a two guard back in the day, if I could get to that free throw line and put a foul on a guy that's guarding me, that loosens up his defensive mentality. He's not as aggressive. And then now I know when I get to the bonus, I can drive it. He's either going to let me go or I can create contact and get to that line. You want to score easy, and that's how most scorers do. They really score easy. We just kind of applaud them when they're knocking down threes and big shots.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Rondo dishes to Allen. There's the screen. He kicks it to Cousins. Trains the three-pointer. Cousins has got 12.
And in 2015, Cousins added that three-pointer to his game. Now he can do it all offensively.
Reed a screen. Everly with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Here's Reed. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Rondo kicks to Cousins. Here's Clark. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Cousins with the bucket.
Yeah, just tremendously physical. Cousins not afraid to rearrange some furniture in there.
Pass to Wells. Picked by Harrell. Feeds it to Beverly. To the paint. And it's Harrell missing. New Orleans in the lead. Clark, the pass to Rondo. New Orleans moving it around. Ajinça dishes to Cousins. Over Harrell. No good off the front iron. LA's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc, 6 of 15, and that one's good. Beverly.
When he's not shooting threes, you'll find Patrick Beverly at the rim.
Rondo with it. Cousins with a screen on Beverly. Ajinça kicks to Cousins. No good off the pick.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Screen by Cousins. Ajinça the pass to Clark. He got right to the cup using that screen. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Reed a screen on Allen. Wells kicks to Beverly. With the floater. Allen with the rebound. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Passes it to Ajinça. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And now a 4-point Pelican lead. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that one's good. Teodosic.
The beauty of the teardrop. Very difficult to really contest.
Rondo dishes to Ajinça. Back to Rondo. Cousins with a screen on Beverly. Here's Clark. It's hauled in by the Clippers. To the wing right side. Here's Wells. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Wells has got 5 now.
And Wells fears no one. When he's close to the rim, he looks past the defense, keeps his eyes locked on that basket.
To the left wing. Here's Clark. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. A three-pointer, no good.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
That gives them the lead.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Launches a 3. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Clark's got 5 points now this quarter. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Rondo against Beverly. Pass to Teodosic. Here's Harrell. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's on Rajon Rondo. For Los Angeles, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And every season we have the MVP conversation, Smitty. When you look forward over the next, let's say 5 to 10 years, who are the guys, the players you think will be regulars in that conversation?
I think the guys, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. Some other guys, I think Kawhi Leonard, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis. And as long as he plays, Kevin, LeBron James will always be in that conversation. It doesn't look like the end is coming in the next 5 or 10 years.
And it's Davis with the jam. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
The feed now to Rivers. To Beverly for the 3, up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
They set the pick. Davis sets a screen. Here's Hill. It's deflected. Krell's wide open. Again, Los Angeles.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Davis sets a screen. Denial. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Jordan, he's checked in for Willie Reed. Griffin comes in for Harrell. Williams, he's checked in for Wells. And DJ subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 4. Outside Holiday. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
Further proof that you can't leave anyone in this league that wide open.
Jordan the screen, and they call an illegal screen here.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
New Orleans has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Nuggets just played phenomenal. He finished with 57 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David, for another reminder of just what an unbelievable performance that was.
One that everyone's still talking about tonight. He dominated that game in just about every way possible.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what he's got in store for us tonight. Maybe he tops himself again. I think he just might do it.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Moore. Out left to the wing. From outside the arc. Here's Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a quick look at how things have been since the All-Star break, checking out the three-point shot ratio for the Clippers.
And they have been feasting from long range, shooting with volume and accuracy. It's been a good recipe for them offensively, and boy, it puts a lot of pressure on opposing defenses to try and cover all that space.
Take a break. Take a break.
That's good from Blake Griffin.
You know what? He has insane athleticism, Blake Griffin. But you see the reason why he's become a franchise player. He's added the mid-range game, and he can pass it.
Blake Griffin hits them both.
Well, the last few seasons haven't been easy for the Clippers. They've had some of their best teams, but are clearly a cut below from contending with the other heavy hitters in the West. You wonder if the window has closed on this team.
Holiday inside the line, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Big difference from the first quarter to the second. His shot looks completely in rhythm now.
Jordan kicks to DJ. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Jordan the screen. Second shot opportunity, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
One shot, gentlemen.
Steve, you're known for your three-point shooting, but as more and more teams look to space the floor and shoot threes, we've heard some legends, like Isaiah Thomas, for instance, complain that everyone's playing the same. What do you think about that?
You know, me and Isaiah, we've definitely talked about it. And I look at it, yes, you have some guys that's multi-talented, but everybody can't shoot threes. If you're a good guy that be able to knock down with a high percentage, shoot the three. But if you're a mid-range guy, you can still be an all-star shooting the mid-range. Play to your strength, work on that shoot threes, but I just hate when 5, 6, 7 guys, everybody's running to that line, and that's all we're seeing. You got to defend, you got to rebound, you got to block shots, you got to do other things, because that's still the way you can win the game, by doing all things, not just shoot threes.
And really, having the best teams in history always had guys that can do different things, a ball handler, a rebounder, a screener, a long shooter. Yeah. It's always a combination of all those things instead of everybody doing the same.
You're so right, Kevin. And even though we've been in this three-point era, in the last 2 or 3 years, rebounding the basketball and defending still can win basketball games for you.
Davis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Dishes to DJ. Kept alive. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Crawford, no luck.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
For DeAndre Jordan, he doesn't do a lot of things on the floor, but what he does do, he does extremely well, in my opinion. One of the best dunkers and finishers inside. He's also a fantastic rebounder on both ends.
Two shots.
The first one falls. And with Jordan, it's not a knock to say he doesn't do too much. You know, Steve, he knows exactly what he's got to do and how to execute it. He's very much a classic center.
Yeah, he is. He's a throwback center, and he stays within himself. But what he does at an elite level is rim protection, rebounding, and finishing.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Crawford against Williams. Moore outside. Gallinari with the steal. He dishes it to Griffin. Lays it up and banks it in. Griffin's got 14 points.
In the low post, Blake is getting comfortable. What he does is catches it, sizes you up, and goes right into your chest.
Pelicans trail by 11. Davis sets a screen. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Dish now to Moore. 5 on the clock. It's Crawford on the wing. Traps in the tray. 8 points for him.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
Outside Williams. Picked by Griffin. Takes a 3. And DJ with the basket on the assist by Williams. DJ's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles. And Holiday kicks to Hill. Now the pass to Crawford. Pick up by Hill. Here's Davis. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
David gibt's wie immer morgen, so wie es aussieht, bin ich auch schon wieder im Interview. Und das ist eigentlich trotz einer nicht ganz so überzeugenden ersten Hälfte. Gut, ich habe nichts auf der negativen Seite, aber ich habe halt nur 18 Punkte gemacht. Das ist für meine Standard eigentlich ein bisschen zu wenig. Da muss ich in der zweiten Hälfte wieder richtig Gas geben. 2 Rebounds ist okay für eine Hälfte, ein Assist ist eigentlich auch ein bisschen wenig. Also, wir halten fest, in der zweiten Hälfte muss alles noch ein bisschen mehr gehen. Aber man muss auch dazu sagen, gegen die New Orleans Pelicans. Es ist immer unangenehm zu spielen. Das ist ein unangenehmer Gegner. Deswegen haben wir gegen die auch schon zweimal verloren, einmal gewonnen. Das ist jetzt das 4. Matchup quasi. Dann können wir es noch teilen. Mal schauen, wie es am Ende ausgeht. Momentan haben wir überraschenderweise 11 Punkte Vorsprung. Gerade das zweite Viertel lief ganz gut. Morgen geht es dann weiter. Für heute war es das. Wenn euch das Video gefallen hat, lasst einen Daumen hoch da. Ihr dürft auch sehr, sehr gerne kommentieren. Und wenn ihr es noch nicht abonniert habt, dann abonniert es doch einfach. Vergesst aber nicht, die kleine Glocke neben dem Abonnieren-Button zu drücken. Denn nur dann bekommt ihr alles mit, was bei uns im Kanal so abgeht. Und schaut auch mal bei uns auf Facebook vorbei. facebook.com/dzfmgaming oder bei uns hier auf YouTube im Kanalbanner unten rechts, da wo die ganzen Partner stehen. Da könnt ihr einfach direkt auf den Facebook-Button klicken und dann kommt ihr da nämlich direkt hin. Und was bieten wir euch dort? Ja, News aus der Szene, Tipps und Tricks, Guides, Spieletests und auch immer wieder ein Gewinnspiel. Also lohnt sich auf jeden Fall auch da mal vorbeizuschauen. Und wenn euch NBA 2K18 gefällt, ja, dann schaut mal in die Videobeschreibung. Da gibt es einen Link, mit dem ihr uns unterstützt und gleichzeitig noch einen super Preis für das Spiel bekommt. Für heute war es das. Im Abspann könnt ihr jetzt auf die linke Seite des Bildschirms klicken für Tipps aus dem Kanal, auf die rechte Seite für die komplette NBA 2K18 Playlist und in der Mitte, da könnt ihr uns abonnieren. Ich sage Tschüss und macht's gut. Bis morgen.